Yo! Welcome in. Ooh, yeah. Phil, every day Phil is feeling a little bit better. What's going on, Eli, DPK, the Bobcat? What is up, Eli, D2 Degenerate, Jordan, Thomas Rojas, yo.
Hello, let's go.
Oh, Wicked. What is up? Coming in with 12 months of tier 1 sub. My God. Absolute legend. So it's 12 months of tier 1 sub, but you've been subbed for 17 months. So there must have been a little gap, or maybe it was Twitch Prime. I'm not sure the way that sometimes they word that stuff, but either way, 17 months is what I'm going with. Thank you so much, Wicked Ball, you legend. Ooh, appreciate you. So for the VOD too, so this is going to be for the, I'm doing this right at the start intentionally, so that anyone who clicks on the VOD later, watch the stream later, that make sure that they see this. And for all of y'all, we're going to hop off right off the bat here. I put out a little post the other day. Hey, any of my channel members, any of you guys got any YouTube channels? Like, I don't know. I just figured I'd shout some people out. I know back when I was first starting, if I ever like somehow somebody like the Brunsky or somebody was like, oh yeah, Phil, I seen you had a video, you know, that's pretty awesome, dude. I was like, whoa, like I'm getting, whew, what? Did the Brunsky just say my name? This is crazy. You know, not that this fact right here, what I'm doing right now is anything, you know, that exciting, but I figured I'd help some people out here and there, maybe just shout some people out. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is pull up the web browser. And we're gonna go like this. We'll put it right here. Number one shout out. I'm gonna get my dumb face out of the way here. Actually, I want my dumb face on the screen. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. Videos unlocked. Can I just flip this already? Transform horizontally. We'll use G-Stack's page up here first off. So G-Stacks has been streaming, making videos and stuff for a little bit. Mostly streaming, I will admit here. Let's see, it's been, you know, but he puts out a thing here and there. But he just live streamed yesterday. Look at this guy. Look at this right here. He has 919 subscribers. Make sure you check this guy out.
Happy birthday, Phil.
Pathless, thank you for the $5 super chat, you legend. Ooh. If anybody likes Diablo 2 content and you like guys with just the most manliest of man beards, G-Stack, subscribe up. Can we get him to 1,000? Let's get him to 1,000, right? We got to do that. We got to do that. So thank you so much once again, Pathless. We get with the shout out there. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. You legend. Next up, y'all probably heard of this other guy, but I'll shout him out. He actually made videos before. He's one of the people that made videos before I did. And then he took a little break, came back, and this guy grinds. He grinds. Lower Kurast until all rune words are done? My gosh. That's crazy stuff right there. I personally would never do that. I grind Diablo 2, but I don't grind. Holy smokes, Diablo 2. So check this guy out if you're looking for more Diablo 2 content stuff right there. Streams you see every few days or whatever it is. Every few days, check him out. So you can see how to spell the names right here, or the @SirFox right there. And we'll jump back to G-Stacks super quick here. @G-Stacks right there. So make sure you check these guys out. There's the name right there. A couple other people that on this post shouted out what they were. I'm going to be honest, I couldn't really tell what was going on here. Wolfen, channel member right here, posted up. It's in German. So if you're German, I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but here he wrote a song. You see, you can read right here real quick what he's got going on. Just got a couple of videos, but shouting him out right there. Check out Wolfen if you're German and want to check out some of the songs that he wrote here. Just got the 2 videos, so check that out. And one other person that shouted out doesn't have any videos, but he said, I'm taking him at his word, D2 Degenerate, that he's got videos incoming on the way, and I'm assuming they're going to be in a topic that you guys would like, because his name is D2 Degenerate, right? Degenerate, I know you're in here. I seen you up at the top, right? I think I did, right? Yeah. So D2 Degenerate, hey, I'm putting you to task. You said you're gonna make a video. That means you gotta make it now. You have to. You cannot not do it. You cannot not do it.
Dude, thank you. First video is coming out tomorrow.
Appreciate you for $2. Not necessary though, but thank you so much for the generosity. Anyone I did shout out, don't feel like you have to shout out something out. Don't do it, or you don't have to send me a super chat. But thank you so much for the generosity. You don't have to, but you don't have to. But yeah. So once again, G Stacks, Wolfen. If you check any of these guys out, Sir Fox, and D2 Degenerate said he's coming out with a video tomorrow. So check that out. So let's jump into the slaying now. Just wanted to do this shout out there. I put up a post on for channel members on my channel a couple days ago, and a few people shouted some stuff out there. So I wanted to give everybody a appreciate you, Biv, for putting the links in there too. Biv, you legend. Gosh, what would I do without this guy? I appreciate you. Appreciate you. So yeah, I was just there's probably a lot of other people too. I see a few other names shouted out in there. Cool beans. I just was shouting out the channel members that responded to the post I put up a few days ago. Maybe I'll do that again in a month or so. I'm not really sure. But yeah, you can just take a minute or two out of a stream once a month and shout out some, just, you know, and it wasn't even, maybe I should have specified, I wasn't sure. I'm not the best at posting things on the internet. If I do it again and anyone sees it, any channel members, or maybe if I do it for even non-channel members too, it's going to be just like stuff that, it doesn't even have to be Diablo 2 stuff. Just like if you got a YouTube channel about crocheting, or I can never think of a good thing people would do YouTube channels about. If you're a finance channel, if you got a channel about farming, you know, I don't know, post it up in there. I'll take a glance at it, you know what I'm saying? So sorry, I do know I was missing a lot of the comments and stuff around there, but I wanted to take care of that kind of you know, something I really want to do, so I guess kind of important to me. So DPK, appreciate you. Let me try to catch up on some of these. Nick Stevens comes in with the fellas. Welcome in. Let's see. I'm assuming DPK said he farmed 1K torches. I think talking about Sir Fox. Did he did all of those already? I knew he was working on some ridiculous stuff, but just ridiculous stuff. Just insanity. Istvan said he's been farming destroy D keys for all day long, huh? But you got 25. Yeah, those things come incredibly slow for me, so hopefully you get better luck than I usually do. I feel like everybody complains about how slow those go, so I feel like it happens. Here's from Brazil, Dennis. Welcome in. Brazil, Dennis. Weapon block, Mind Blast. Okay. We do have a TZ Andy coming up in a few minutes too. Completely unplanned. I just was like, well, this is the time I'm streaming. I'll hop on, and I hopped on. I literally made the live stream, and then I went, I'll open up the D2 Emu thing to see what the terror zones are. And I was like, oh, there's TZ Andy in 15 minutes. How about that? So. Saviric said he's having trouble building a Javazon around Tyraels, huh? It shouldn't be too much of a trouble, because I mean, realistically, the Javazon armor is one of the least important parts. Like Lightning Fury Javazon, as long as you have Lightning Fury maxed out and you got like Griffin's Eye, and that, you're pretty much good to go. I didn't lower this, so this is gonna take forever. I don't. Sometimes I skip this, but I'll just do it. Whatever. Feet picks channel count. What? I don't know what that means, Pathless. Don't know what that means. We'll just do a few chaos runs. It's whatever. We'll just hit it up. Trash, welcome in. Istvan. Are you saying you're running the D keys with the Immortal Sorceress? I must have, yeah, you must be. It's a good build. Oh, what's the Merc? Last Outlaws. Yeah, sorry, I seen that, and then I was trying to, sometimes I try to finish my thought, and then I come back to, like, I read a comment while I'm finishing my thought, and I try to come back and re-answer it, and then I forget to come back to answer it. So, my apologies, but so the Merc, it's just the Act 5 Frenzy, and I got a Grief and an Azarath on the swords. It's not like the best possible goated Merc setup of all time for anything that you ever could possibly think of, But it works pretty good, and then the knockback for the undead that you get from Azarath from the Sanctuary Ore is pretty cool, so. Don't usually use the Act 5, but I figured there's not a lot of places I think it really works. There's not many places I think that the Act 5 isn't significantly worse than the Act 2 because of the aura you get automatically from Act 2 mercenaries. So since I think it's maybe negligible, any benefit you get from the Act 2 merc for the Fist of the Heavens Paladin, I decided to go with Act 5 just to kind of switch it up for switching it up's sake. DPK, yeah, I actually was in the live stream when G-Stacks found that ethereal Griffins the other day. I just happened to hop in and just had my phone kind of open next to me while I was doing some other stuff, and I even laughed at him a little bit, just like you guys always laugh at me when something bad happens. Enchantress Merc, Act 5 for Enchantress Mercenary. I don't remember what I usually use for that one. I feel like if you're using the Enchantress, you kind of gotta use Infinity, right? Not literally have to. You don't have to do anything. But I mean, not having the Infinity to minus enemy, like, res or whatever, for any elemental build is like... Seems like what you gotta do. We're not that cruel, Phil. Yeah, right. Right. Not cruel, but I mean, when you know the like the feeling of when something like that would happen, I mean, it's hard not to chuckle a little bit. 2 of these, and also I knew that it wasn't like he's been hunting for 3 years for a Griffins like I was, and then the very first one he found was ethereal. He's already got like 5 of them or something. So at that point, it's just kind of like, you know. No big deal. Well, I need to turn this music up on my end, though. That's better. Home Sparrow. Yeah, if you hire a mercenary while you have another mercenary, it will just delete everything. Nowadays, at minimum, though, they do actually warn you. It pops up with an error saying, hey, if you hire this mercenary, any gear you have on your other mercenary is going to be deleted. So at least they warn you nowadays, huh? We'll get after it. Actually, I'm just going to skip them. Forget it. Forget about it. Marty laughing about the ethereal Griffins. Welcome, Marty. Best place for a Griffin's drop. I guess technically, Griffins is... When items are as rare as a Griffin's is, you almost can't, like... You can say what is the quote-unquote best spot, but you almost, like, can't. Because the RNG is so random, and like technically the drop odds, and you calculate out the run speed, and if you run it at efficiency, it's technically going to be Pindle. But man, you could run Pindle for 300 hours straight and not get a Griffin. So anything that's that rare drops. I would never tell someone like, oh no, this is the best way to run it, so this is how you should do it. You know what I mean? For me, run places that can drop Griffins, which is actually a lot of places, and you just cross your fingers pretty much. I mean, don't cross your fingers, because you would probably play real slowly. Like, how would you even click the mouse buttons with your fingers crossed? I don't even... But you know, you get what I'm saying. Cringe or funny? Let me know about that joke. Let me know in the comments. Fine line, very fine line. Best bases to re-roll on a rare item is Berserk Axe, Java, or Sacred Armor. Any good for re-rolling? Re-rolling rares, huh? I never do that. Most people would probably say diadems, to be honest, but I never re-roll rares with like perfect gems or whatever. It's just, one time I saved up perfect gems to like quote unquote do that, and then because it takes so many perfect skulls, but perfect skulls drop at a rate of like it's just so low, like it's so hard to get those, so I just don't bother doing it personally. But I think most people would say diadems or circlets or something. Only good use for perfect skulls. No, I just take my perfect skulls and use them to reroll grand charms, to be honest. Like, that's what I do. Because I kind of didn't, like, I remember a long time ago I didn't realize, because I thought it was like, oh, perfect gems you can, but perfect skulls you can use as, like, the same as perfect gems to reroll grand charms. Like magic stuff too. Doc, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. 85 areas only be the best for getting griffins to drop then. Yeah, that's what I would kind of recommend. The thing is that griffins isn't actually one of those TC87 items. You can actually find griffins in a lot more places than you think. But also some monsters like Diablo here, he cannot drop griffins because of treasure class restrictions on act bosses. But I found a griffins off of a regular white monster in the pits before. And there's actually a lot of different, technically, yeah, because griffins is an 84 item, if I remember correctly. You can find a griffins off of the unique, like the champions and stuff, or the unique the unique cows in the Hell Cow game, actually. Because they are 80, cows are 82, I think, and then it's 83. One level higher is champions, and elites are 84, or vice versa. But yeah, you can actually find griffins in a lot of, but yeah, that's what I would recommend. Just run whatever you want to run that you're going to enjoy with whatever build you're going to enjoy. That's an area that can drop it, whether it's Pindle, whether it's Thresh Shocket, whether it's Pits, whether it's Chaos, whether it's Stony Tombs, whether it's the bottom, the level 5 of the Maggot Layer. Man, I'm like thirsty. Wow, jeez. Thirsty. Let's see. Tiago City found one by the minions near Andy. I would guess they would have to be terrorized because that area is like a 72 area or something. I don't know exactly, but I think it's in the 70s. The areas around Andaro. Not super confident in that, but I'm pretty sure it's something lower like that. Brad, yo! My men's Slayer. Time we got here? 52? Oh, we can totally knock out another run here. Yeah, and I'm just going to run TZ Andy with this character right here. I don't want to spend the time to swap gear around and stuff. It's just so lazy. Totally don't feel like it. Crick, what is up? Welcome in. Taste Buds said he got a TZ Meth Griffin's drop. TZ Meth, TZ Andy, great place to find it. Yeah. Yeah, I got my first one from the Ancient Tunnels back in the day. Ancient Tunnels. Red Fox said he likes how I say Ogrimo. It's funny. Yeah, it is kind of funny. Sometimes because I say it all the time and people don't know that I'm joking, and then it's less, I don't know. It's hilarious that people don't know I'm joking, and then it's also not funny, but then it's kind of funny. You know, it's kind of, I don't know. Sometimes I don't even know why I do things. No, probably my favorite though is saying Scythe. Calling it a Scythe or a Sith. That's one of my new favorites. Sanctuary Ore is pretty nice. It is kind of for here. The only thing is I've started to kind of get a little annoyed by it because it knocks all the monsters away. But I kind of want them to like glob up so that they can get like shotgunned by the holy bolts or whatever. There's certain instances like when I was running the Terrorized Arcane Sanctuary, and I was like, boy, it just keeps knocking all the ghosts off the path, which is real annoying. So I almost think there's certain instances where I kind of want to take it away, but yeah, for here specifically for the Lord DeSace group. Lord DeSace will just nuke your Act 5 Merc. He just charges in, gets knocked down instantly. Wait till you hear I say Oxy. No, I'm standing my ground on that one. That's a hill I'm dying on. It's pronounced Oxy. Ock. OC is Ock, and CY is C. Tell you what. Hashtag facts. Oh. The Melly, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. G-Stacks is in the house now. What is going on? Aki, get out of town. Just don't hit the power button. You'll be fine. Right, that's how I always end up hitting an accident.
Oh, I'm on the end.
Aki, period. There's no K in it. Why would it be pronounced with a K in it? That makes no sense. I guess it is English, isn't it? So maybe it could just be pronounced completely wrong. Hard to say. Printer cam's better than mine. I bet you my printer cam was cheaper than yours. How much you pay for your printer cam, G-Stacks? Probably got it from free from somebody. That's what happened. Race, yo, welcome in. What do we got here? 3 minutes? We'll do a quick pit run, maybe. Company, company supply, he says, aka stolen. Jeez. I see how it is. We have a criminal in our midst. Jeez, just out in public, just admitting to being a felon here. Jeez. Don't ask me where I got my printer at. Every time you go to print, the cartridge is dry. Well, see, the first thing is you got to get a laser printer, because laser printers, the ink doesn't dry out. The well, actually, the ink is always dry. It's a dry powder, so it'll last. What happens to laser jet printers or laser printers is if the powder gets damp or it's like super humid, it can mess it up. But it's the opposite of inkjets. Yeah, I can't stand inkjet printers. They always, you end up you buy like $60 worth of ink, or you buy the ink replacement needles or whatever you call it and stuff, and then it goes bad, of course.
Luckiest playthrough ever. Fury Druid found Ribcracker Act 3 Nightmare. Now Jalal's Act 1 hall.
What? Raced! Oh my gosh. That is up there on the lucky, oh, classic crossbow, interesting. The lucky drops for a Fury Druid playthrough, my goodness. And thank you for the 100 bits as well. Dang. That's pretty crazy. Specifically for your build, too. Jeez. High humid areas, yeah, laser downside, yeah. Yeah, Michigan is kind of humid, but I'm in my basement, so it's not usually too bad. Oh, pull rune out of the pits. Let's go. Out of the chest. Little mid rune. Don't mind if I do. Is this the correct faux video? I think so. Is it? Does it not look right there, G-Stacks? Or I mean, Biv? Did I have the wrong link in there the whole time? Oop. Let's go here. Let me double check. Build guide and showcase? Should be. That's from 2 years ago.
Yo, what thing?
Don't listen to that. Maybe I need to redo this because it's been a while. I mean, it's got what's it got here? What's it got here? Yeah, I got the Lawbringer instead of the Grief in there, but or Lawbringer instead of Azrath, but at the end. It's got the full build in the second half of the video, I think. Maybe I'll go back and double check later, actually, but... Okay, we should have Catacombs. Let's get after it. Appreciate y'all joining me, by the way. Don't forget, YouTubers. Like button. Hit it. And I want to stress I'm not asking, by the way. You gotta do it. Gotta do it. Cheerios when? Right now. What are you talking about? This very second. Oh. I might run this a little lower. We'll see. The foe actually, and Daryl's not weak to lightning, right? I wonder why the Fist of the Heavens hit is doing so much more damage than the Holy Bolts. Let's try that again. This is my office now, not my basement. Well, kinda. Office slash everything, kind of, sort of. Spend about 75% of my life in the basement, so. My mercenary get up here. He's the one dealing all the damage. Wait, why is it doing no damage now all of a sudden? What's going on? Very confused. Someone smarter than me. What was going on there? How come the Holy Bolt wasn't doing any damage? It was only dealing damage if the Holy Bolt hit Andariel and then shot the things out. But it should do lightning damage no matter what. That was weird. Because right now, see, it's shooting the Holy Bolts out, so it's dealing damage. And watch when everything dies. Once it doesn't shoot any Holy Bolts out, now it's not doing any damage again. It's doing little to no damage now. Why does that not make sense? Is there some mechanic to that working that I don't understand? I need to learn how to play this game. Savior. If Pendle is terrorized at the level that my characters are, he can, yeah. If you have a high level character, the Pendle can drop every unique. Sorry, excuse me. I guess, does anyone know what's going on there? Or am I just, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know. The bolts hit the boss when they're spawned. I guess I never knew that. So the bosses have like a larger hitbox, so when the bolts spawn, they shoot out and actually hit the boss as they're going out. I guess I never paid attention to that. Or I guess that makes more sense now. Well, now it's not doing hard. Yeah, I don't usually use Conviction because I don't usually boss farm with Fist of the Heavens, so... Eldritch Orb. Okay, well, we're so... Ooh, Ethereal for show. For show. 18 on the lightning's not bad. But yeah, 3 skills too. I kind of like it. It's cute. Being ethereal like that. Maybe I'll respec real quick, because I can respec super quick. I can just like boop, 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 boop. Maybe I'll respec it to do more damage from the regular bow hit, because usually that's like no damage. Like usually people wouldn't be rocking Fist of the Heavens for boss farming, but we can just go like this. I forgot to put any points in the dex for max block, I guess, but whatever. I think you have to put like that many. If it matters that much. Boop, 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 boop. We need Holy Bolt and Holy Shock. Holy Shock. Wait. Oh, Holy Bolt, Holy Shock. And then Conviction. And then this. Good enough. I mean, like it matters. 65, that's fine. That's fine. I think we got it. Couldn't go much faster. I probably did something wrong, but we'll see what's up. Oh, what am I doing? Going the wrong way. Boy, this is like S tier map for this too, huh? Ah, I'm blind. Okay, there we go. Jeez. What am I even doing here? But yeah, this is why, see with max everything on this, with max conviction, why I usually don't worry about the lightning damage from, well, I'll double check and make sure I put the points in the right spot, first off. But yeah, usually that's because we got Holy Bolt maxed and we got Holy Shock maxed. Holy Bolt, Holy Shock, yeah, with max conviction. So, but yeah. Yeah, I seen the Merc dot. Poor guy. We'll see how it goes, though. I usually don't farm this way, so little tests don't matter that much. Nailed it. I might just lower it to 3. You get almost all the drops anyways, but it's like, I forget the percentage less health it is, but I think Andy will have like half as much health. The damage boost aura. You're talking about concentration, yeah. No, that doesn't that doesn't work with the faux bolts, and it's not supposed to actually work with hammers either, but it was like a glitch back in the day and then they never fixed it. And then everybody liked it so much they're like, well, we can't change it now. That's my speculation of what they thought anyways. Yo, what is going on? Let me hit it back to 7. Man, it's crazy how much faster that was. Obviously that was players 3, but so much faster. Eli says, which runes to save to cube up to infinity? In my opinion, the first time I did it, I saved every rune Lem and higher. Why is it 6 times faster this time? Oh yeah, because there's so many more monsters around. That's why. Duh.
The Diggler is the best FOH weapon.
The Diggler. Nice. Nevo, whoa. Just got to notice a $20 super chat. Thank you so much, you legend. Appreciate you for the generosity. What a legend. What a legend. Merc needs Last Wish. Yeah, Last Wish tough to come by in offline single player, I'm gonna be honest. Did that end up getting changed to 7? Why was that so much? It was too, huh? Just so many more monsters around with all the extra holy bolts, I guess. Yeah, now there's less monsters around, so it's like much slower. I think I'll just leave it on 3. On the character screen, the Shaco is not green. Yeah, there's something with offline single player. I never really knew exactly why. There's like a couple of characters on single player that for some reason the character model, the Shaco, isn't green on the like login screen. I don't really know why. There's like a couple that are, and then like most of them aren't. And then online, I think they're all green except for I don't really remember. I made a short video about it back in the day. There was some online that weren't green, and then there's other ones on single player that are but aren't online. It's real weird. I don't really know why it's the way it is, but man catcher, nope. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back. I'm just gonna stick to just doing P3 with the holy bolts. It's faster than the unless there's like I think what I'll do is I'll look at how many monsters are around. I'm just gonna respec it here too, actually. Get back to I'm not gonna remember where I had them. I think I just go don't use Holy Shock. Defensive. There's not anything here, right? What am I thinking? I don't use Conviction usually. I think I just go like that. Now I forget. Redemption. I'll remember in a second, but I guess I'll just put the rest of them right here for now. Good enough. Undead Arrow says Holy Bolt probably the play here. I think it is too, yeah. Just consistent. Maybe if there's a bunch of monsters around, hit the holy bolts a couple of times, or hit the foe and then just hit the holy bolts. I think I'm just gonna stick with that, yeah. Glad there was nothing up there. I teleported, hit the button instantly. What's the way to play with hammer? Oh, wait. I blocked 75%, but I don't know why I'm still dying. I got all concentration. Sounds right there, RTH, but if you're dying, it's got to be your resistances or something. Impossible to say for sure, but if you got max block, Cult Arms will help out a ton, of course, and max res pretty much so. TZ Andy's online next hour. Man, a lot of TZ Andy's lately. Dang. Usually players 3, you don't get that much. That bad of drop there, so. Dan Cruz said it's not just a Shaco. His blue on his Rune Master turns off, he says. Interesting. I never knew that one. Whoops. Oh yeah, don't run. Only telestomp. Here you go. Because if you're running, you will get hit all the time. Forget about that. Try it up back to 7. Maybe I'll try this this strat of dropping like 3 to 5 holy bolts and then foeing him, or foes and then hitting them with holy bolt. Well, her, I guess, is the case maybe, but not too quick on 7 here still. I was hoping to get more drops from the monsters around with the higher players count, but yeah. Let's go back to P3. George, what's going on? Great question. I'll get back to you. Ryan says he plays on console. He feels the pain of loading screens. Yeah, I've heard some horror stories, I suppose, but I mean, it's not like the end of the world, but I can see how it could be a little annoying. Back in my day, no. Grief Last Wish, yeah. The triple jog Last Wish is always a tough one to come by. Offline. Always tough, Marty. I'm working on it here. I did just find a jaw rune, huh? I should look into it. Single player Last Wish is a pretty goated one right there. No good. Got something hiding in here. I knew there was something hiding in there. Dude, if that could have just not been green and could have been like a golden brown color, that'd be way cooler. Be way cooler. This is like my second or third now in a couple of weeks of Immortal Kings. Hey, we're still fighting for it. Still fighting for that Tyrell's Might. Yeah, well. Glenn said that the Shaco will look brown if it's socketed. That could be. I've never heard anything about that, but I mean, maybe. It is socketed, huh? Never heard that before. Oh, there you are. Blake, appreciate you. Says good luck, Phil. Appreciate you. Seabot. Today's the day. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Giant Thresher, huh? Good old Storm Spire. Kind of rare being a Giant Thresher, but yeah. I may look at that one more time. You know what we need is things that roll inherently indestructible, uniques that are inherently indestructible, need to be able to roll ethereal. Hashtag do it, Blizzard. Anything good? Yeah, what's going on? Trash? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Pull room? Yeah, TC87 though. True story. True story. That's one of the ones that's like rare, but you know, what are you gonna do with it? 0 damage item. Well, a bit exaggeration, but yeah. How King's talking about the set all low leveled. I don't. Is it all? Yeah, I mean it's all kind of lower level stuff. It's what, a war hat. It's something else. I think that the helmet's a war hat. Speaking of the Cow Kings, and we were talking about Shaco, probably one of the funnier drops I ever had, and it's one of the ones that a lot of people wouldn't even realize had happened. I killed Andaro one time, and Andaro dropped a blue Shaco and a blue war hat, and they both rolled with double durability. So double durability magics, for anybody who doesn't know, that means the game tried to give you a set item of, like, first it picks what base item it's going to be. So it picked one of the spots to be a war hat and one to be a Shaco, and then it decides whether it's going to be white, magic, set, unique, rare. So what it did is it picked a war hat and a Shaco, and then it picked a set item for the war hat, and it picked set item for Shaco. Well, there is no set Shaco, of course. And if it's a failed set item, it becomes a double... It's a blue item, but it has double the amount of durability it normally would. And the thing is, too, is there is a set war hat, but it's the Cow King's piece. So, obviously, Mephisto can't drop that, so it turned into a failed set item. So I got a set Shaco roll and a Cow King's helmet roll from Mephisto one time. So, kind of funny. Like, a tiny bit funny. Weren't phase blades ethereal before? I don't remember that. I'm not saying not, but I don't remember that. It would almost kind of make sense if they were always ethereal, like, kind of like thinking about lore-wise, right? That's why they would have no durability, right? Too much stuff. Atanis, welcome in. Feeling better today. Chaos Theory. Yeah, every day a little bit better. Not perfect, but, you know, got to keep plugging away, am I right? Farmed in Darl on time, and Mephisto dropped. Wait, what? Mephisto dropped. I see a plot hole. Infernal. I don't. I thought I understood that at first when I started reading, but I don't understand the comment there. My apologies. Trash is a bad word. I see some of the back and forth about Trash changed his name. So it would like block out when you would say trash before? That's pretty wild. Pretty wild. $2024 and Dre saying 2024 and he's still looking for it. We'll see. 2024. Oof. I'd be 58. Ah! No! Oh, God. Oh, God. Don't say things like that. Make me think about when I'm 58. Any benefits from upgrading a rock stopper? I mean, you get a little more defense is all you're really talking about, right? I probably wouldn't, especially since you're going from like a middle base, the Salet, up to... I forget what's the next higher one, I don't even remember. But what does it take, a lemon, a co to upgrade? I don't know if that's for helmets or is that just like body armors. But it probably takes you a couple of mid runes to do that, so I probably wouldn't. I couldn't think of a reason to, but 58's the new 20. Yeah, right. Sure. Too sure. Yeah, that's just body armor. Okay, I wasn't sure if body armors and shields and helmets were the same stuff. I guess nobody ever upgrades that helmets usually, so I don't have, I don't have to remember what it is. What am I listening to? Link at the very bottom of the description to the person who makes this stuff, to their YouTube channel anyways. And you can kind of listen to all this stuff on their YouTube channel. This is their heavy metal playlist. N&M Creations. Stone Crusher for a faux smiter build. Stone Crusher, I don't remember what's on it. I think it has a little crushing blow, right? That would be one that I would use, like, maybe if it's the best you could get, throw it on when you're running, like when you're going after an Annie using smite or something like that. For regular Fists of the Heavens, I would probably just rather use like a Spirit Sword or something, to be honest. Most of the time, and then only use like a melee type weapon when you're trying to do Ubers or something. Bobcat says, Tyrael time! Blink Sode saying he likes heavy metal or rock instrumentals. He's got a bunch of different ones. I usually either listen to this heavy metal one or there's one called Metalcore and Modern playlist. It's all they're not like quote unquote real songs. They're all like post melodic metalcore in B minor. Like that's what the songs are called, because they're all just like backing tracks this guy made specifically for people to like listen to like this, you know what I mean? They're not like real songs that the lyrics are dropped out of or something. So yeah. D2LOD or D2R? Oh, I like D2R a lot more, Lumster. A lot more, to be perfectly honest. Which is pretty crazy since I played Diablo 2 for so long, and that's what I started my channel for and everything. But yeah, I think D2R is probably... I think it's even better than regular D2. I would say it's probably the best, like, remake / remaster. Any game of that, like, ilk. Any game that was like a game before and they like remastered it, like it's like the best one ever. I don't play a ton of games, maybe I'm a little biased, but I couldn't see how any other game could be as good as Diablo 2 Resurrected. Let's go! Nailed it. This isn't ethereal, is it? So usually you couldn't get one of these. 2 to strength with 1 off of max cold res too, kind of interesting. Usually you couldn't get one of these from Andaro. But now you can. 117 is a good roll too. Goes up to 120. I think that's the only difference on the roll, I think, is the defense. But yeah, cool. Cool. GeoGuessr and D2R only, so yeah, he's biased. Hey, I was just playing Final Fantasy 9 the other day again too, so wait, oh yeah, he's still here. I was playing Final Fantasy 9 the other day, so get out of here, G-Stacks. You can change your YouTube name. Yep. Sure can. We'll swap that out. I guess this one's better. And the thing is I actually, I guess we'll hang on to it. I think I have 70 million Arachnid's meshes by this point, but I actually don't need that. Even though it's kind of, sort of neato, I guess, a little bit. I don't remember if I clipped that now, so we'll hit the button again. Find me Ethereal Death Cleaver. Are you asking me to find one, or did you find one? If I didn't stream Final Fantasy 9, it didn't happen. Well, I don't know how to stream PlayStation games, regular PlayStation games to stream them, so I'd have to buy a capture card or something. And then like spend 60 hours trying to figure out how to do it. Oh man, and then an SOJ with a giant skull. Couldn't remember what it was called. Giant skull. It's kind of a rare one too.
Tyrael tonight. DC can appear. Long story, tears of joy.
Materials tonight. Oh, okay. You changed your name. Gotcha. Bobcat, the Avid. Appreciate you. Thank you for the 3-month Slayership. There's gold, Giant Skull, then an SOJ. Oh, no. Giant Skull's kind of rare, though. Giant Skull's kind of rare. So yeah, you changed your name as well, huh? I wonder if, you said long story. I wonder if YouTube's been, like, cracking down on people's names lately. for whatever reason. But yeah. Can Giant Skull get 2 sockets or just 1? I can't remember now. Slipping my mind. It's not really used a lot anyways, so it's not a huge deal, but... Degenerate, appreciate you. Can get 2. Tiago, help me out there too. Appreciate you. I thought so, but yeah. I never remember what I can remember. I can never remember what I forgot, so... Whoopsie.
Insert important milestone message here.
G-Stacks, thank you for the important milestone message. You legend. Thank you for the... Wait a second. Is that a long time? Just a little short, insignificant 44 months of channel membership. No big deal. No big deal. G-Stacks, thank you for the insane 44 months. And not even regular Slayership, a legendary Slayer. Ooh, appreciate you. And once again up here, the Avid, appreciate you for your... continued their 3 months membership as well. Legend. Yeah, 44 months is crazy. Crazy. Three items, boo. Trash having the 5 in there makes it less trashy? Could be. Never know. Bobcat said he was messing around and YouTube locked my name for 2 weeks. Were you like changing your name a bunch of times and then... Because I think you can only change your name like 2 or 3 times. And then it locks it for 2 weeks or a month or something like you said there, so... Lumster said he played a ton of D2R, but then he heard about PD2, got into that. Yeah, I personally, I very much dislike all those mods, but yeah, a lot of other people enjoy them, so more power to you. Really, no matter what anyone's playing. I was hoping everybody's having a great time. If you're playing, you know, unicorn jumping contest, you know, I hope you're having a good time doing that. If you're playing D2R, PD2, if you're playing crochet simulator, hopefully you're having a great time doing that. Whatever, you know. Good old Diadem. What's better, Ethereal Griffins or Mavina's True Sight? Let me know in the comments. Roast at G-Stack, sir. I can roast the other streamer. Just messing around. Guess I could have checked the Greater Claw, but... Bobby, yeah, I must have missed it. My apologies. Love the enthusiasm. Comments flying in, but yeah, sometimes I do miss some. But yeah, you think you understand the single player, why it's so fun now? You're thinking about jumping onto it? Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. I definitely like single player. Hopefully, you know, other people do too. If not, I do like playing online too, so online and single player, both good. Both good stuff. Ryan said he's gotten 2 Geeds already. Congrats on that. The Bobcat, now there's another Bobcat, so I feel weird calling you Bobcat. Maybe we'll go with Avid. Or wait, was Trash Bobcat and then he changed his name from Bobcat to Trash, or is Bobcat? I don't remember now. Can't remember. But you say you can only change your name twice. Gotcha, gotcha. Peter said he found Earth Shifter. Okay. Yeah, so that's Earth Shifter. That is Thundermaw. I had to think about which one that was. 7 to elemental skills. Let's go. Boots. That's at least the second Inferno Strides I've found on this TZ Andy. Kind of funny. Kind of funny. Tiago's rocking the TZ Andy as well. Best of luck. Duck. Get him, Duck. They're messing around with each other's names. Interesting. Tiago saying that single player rocks. Definitely has advantages that I think makes it a little more entertaining, but in general. But there's definitely things about online that are in ways better and more entertaining, so... Yeah, the main thing I like to stress, because I do like single player more than online, to be perfectly honest, but I wouldn't want online to not exist and not be able to play it. Like, I think sometimes it's cool to jump over to that and do it. But yeah, just a big single player fan. Deckard's recording, just change it. Nice. Just change it from smelly. Just remember, you can only change it one more time and it gets locked for 2 weeks, so. Oh, Facet. You know it's definitely not going to be a 5-5. 3-3 cold. Boom! Oh, 5-4 lightning. Okay, not bad, with the minus being the higher one. So that's good at least. That's a good one to throw if you have like a Griffin's that doesn't roll perfect. You don't want to, you know, you don't want to waste a perfect facet in a Griffin's that isn't perfect. So you got a great minus. Ready to rock. I'm happy about that. Yeah, that's cool. Glad I got that. What else is over here? Give me one little quick sec. Sorry, I gotta, every once in a while, I gotta, still not fully over the, whatever random new disease I have, but, getting better. Gotta blow my nose once in a while. Oopsie. That's not where I wanted it to go. The lumps are, favorite D2 grind. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I am a big fan of the pits, but ooh. See, it's terrorized down here, so could have probably been Tyrell's Might, but yeah, I see how people could probably get mad at you for that name. Allergy towards finding Tyrell's Might? It might be. Never know. Good old ward bow. Meh. No good. No good. Towers is great. Couple people said. Yeah, Towers is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know if I really have a favorite. It's more of just like, it comes to, I'm kind of this way with a lot of stuff, whether it's characters, builds, where I like to farm or whatever. It's not that I necessarily have favorite places in D2 or favorite builds or favorite characters. It's more so that there's just some that I don't like. So it's less that there's certain ones that are my favorite and other ones. It's more that there's other ones I just don't like to do. Go-to torch farmer, super basic, just smiter. I don't go too crazy with it. I hate farming torches, so I just go, well, okay, this is basic, you know, it's easy, you know, it's been, you know, I pretty much already have mostly memorized what I need to do. Just do it, get your torch, get done with it, get out of there. So less than 100 likes. Oh my gosh, Avid. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. Hey, hit the like button already, fellas. What are you doing over here? Watching the stream, not hitting the like button. Come on. Lumpster wishes there was the LOD version of Whirlwind. Yeah, well, the LOD version. So you mean like, do you mean back in the day, like before LOD, when Whirlwind was like absolutely rocking? Like pre-LOD? Because I can remember back in the day with the cruel Colossus blades of quickness and stuff like that, that you could re-roll in the cube and get 2 sockets in it and get all that stuff on it. Yeah. Ith sword. Stuff like that. Appreciate you, Crippa and Metal G. So I got you. We got that like button hit. Appreciate you. Talrune, man. Ooh. Good old hex chimes. Those were the days. Those were the days. You say even the LOD version's better than what we have now? Really? I didn't think that it was, but I, you know, don't remember. It's hard to remember stuff from back then, like super detailedly, so could be wrong. I thought it was essentially the same, or like not, or even worse than it was now back then. Mesh boots, man. Dual Fury, Frenzy back in 09 says Duck. I remember hearing about that. I never rocked that one though. I think that time period I didn't really play any Barbarian for whatever reason much. Maybe that's why I don't really remember. Yeah, e-bugging stuff, Jacob C says. That is one thing I wish they would bring back. I know it's technically a bug. If they want to get rid of all bugs in the game, then sure, just go like, all right, we're adding something into the game where now you can, it's a feature, not a bug, it's a feature, where when you roll sockets on armors, you get an extra 50% durability on top of that for ethereal stuff. It's not a bug. It's not a bug. We're adding in a new feature. And then it'd be fine. Because I feel like that was, it's another like fun thing that would give you another dopamine rush when you got lucky, you know? And then also it gives you just another thing to pick up and do and try to get lucky and get value for something, you know what I mean? But really, like, getting an extra 50% more defense, like, whoop-de-doo, you know what I mean? Like that really helps you that much in any instance, right? Concerned, yo, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. You, the layer. Appreciate ya. Supporting the channel by taking Jeff Bezos' money and handing it over to a broke streamer. Appreciate ya. Good old Manald. Thank you for not letting him keep that money. Yeah, Crypt saying the Zod bug back in the day. Yeah, I kind of, I never did that myself. I wasn't really sure what was going on back then, but yeah, I eventually now I know about it, but yeah. Zod bugging it where you'd put it in and zap it out. Yeah. Easy. Yeah, easy choice. Appreciate you. Edgar's appreciate you says good luck with the little clover. I didn't realize it, which I should have. It is true. St. Patrick's Day is coming up, huh? I always lose track of time. Good old St. Patrick's Day coming up. Lost 20 accounts because you were on vacation for one day too long? Jeez. Impressive. Jeez. Degenerate saying, yeah, get rid of e-bugging, but then make quest bug Andy a feature. Yeah, permanent quest bug Andy a feature. True story. Oh, some mat jabs. Let's do it. Not ethereal. Good start. This is one you don't want to be ethereal. Too much stuff in here, huh? 197s with 4. Solid roll. Not that only the skill really affects it a lot for most builds, but I mean, 197 is probably the best rolled ones I've ever gotten. And along with the 4 to jab spear skills, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely good. Love it. Let's see what the boots are too, huh? Cold lightning. Along with this Tal's amulet, that's pretty cool. Oh, no. Joking. Just kidding. Just kidding. Ooh. Deckard. Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking when I seen it. When I seen those jabs, I was like, ooh. That, ooh, that was pretty cool too. Both 197s. Interesting. Probably the two best javelins I've found in my entire single-player offline Diablo 2 career. We're in the last two streams. Kind of funny. Man, what's going on? Maybe it was from the gym today. My arm, like, hurts over here. Like some little muscle inside. Don't know what's going on. Sorry, I just punched the mic. Mad Hat, love stream. Funny how anti-change guy has a lot of ideas for change. Not most any of the changes that I would like are all like quality of life stuff. Loot filters. The only one that isn't quality of life, I guess, is bringing e-bugging back. But that's actually like reverting to what the game used to be instead of like adding more new stuff, right? But yeah. Fake flex. I wouldn't flex. This is not a flex. Ow, my arm hurts right here. That's not a flex. It does. Right underneath the bone. Right underneath my forearm bone right there. I don't know. Weird. Weird. If I was flexing, I'd be like, oh, man. Oh, it's stretching. Oh. Oh. Bigler says you lose the name of the item if you e-bug. It's e-bug, you lose the name of the item. I don't know what you mean by that. Like if you e-bug a sacred armor, it doesn't say sacred armor anymore? I'm pretty sure it does. Or if it's like personalized, you're saying, you e-bug it or something. Yeah, Trash up a minute ago talking about his accounts expiring. I remember one time back in the day, I had characters that literally I logged in and it said like these characters expired and I was like, no! And then I double clicked on the characters and it just like opened them up and then it reset the timer essentially. Like it just let me, and then I looked and I had like 7 characters and I was like, oh. And I just clicked and opened all the characters and where it said like expired, like that just went away. Like complete Scout's honor. I do remember I did have some back in the day though that I lost. They expired and they were just gone, but I don't remember if it was like not all the items though. Oh, yeah, I don't remember. I think all my items and stuff were there. I don't know when it expired, how long it had been or whatever, but yeah. If you make a rune word in an e-bugged armor, it doesn't have the rune word name you're saying? Okay, gotcha. I guess. I thought that was something else, like if stuff, but I don't know. I don't remember. A long time ago, I wouldn't swear by anything I'm saying about a long time ago. Some worked, others didn't, says Savior. Okay. Other people could reclaim your expired character, though? Reclaim it. What? I don't know. I'm not sure what that means there, even Flot. Reclaim it. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Some of you guys are saying stuff that doesn't make any sense. Something about me swearing or something. R word around. I didn't say nothing like that. So not sure what you guys are talking about. Gotta go get some thing here. Expired characters exist until someone uses the same name. Oh, okay. Never knew that. I guess it's good that I always pick names of that people would never use, you know? My characters are always like Sweet Phil Barb and stuff like that. So nobody ever named their characters that. Guess it's good when your characters are named just completely made up words. Plot says you could create a character with the name of an expired character, and then you could have the items. You would get the items. Oh, interesting. Huh. Could you create a character, like if your character, well, I guess you wouldn't need to create a character name of your character that's expired if you could just open your character, I guess. Huh. Yeah, I never heard anything about that. Never, ever, 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 ever. Trash said you used to be able to set your computer date back to if your character expired. Nice. Yeah, you can never trust to go off of someone's personal PC like date or time or something like that. Never trust nobody to do that. Oh, Mac, yo, yeah, we got a few things. No Tyros Might yet, of course, so. Erected's Mesh, I guess, probably the best thing so far. Oh, I can see it's not ethereal right there. Unfortunate. But Myrmidon Greaves too, huh? How about that? Rib Cracker of, is that anti-perfect damage roll? I think. Doesn't it go 200 to 300 for some reason? I think that. I don't remember why, but either way, non-ethereal Rib Cracker. Not a huge deal, but Shadow Dancers are a pretty rare one too. Kind of neat to get them together, huh? And Lycander's Aim, I guess, too, huh? Tomac, appreciate you, says, yeah, totally is anti-perfect roll on the Rib Cracker. The damage percentage anyways. Everything else I think is the same all the time, but those are, I don't know how these roll ever. Do these, actually let me just Google it real quick. Not that it's going to be a huge, like, let's see. Shadow Dancers, D2R. I don't know if there's a range on any of this stuff. 70 to 100, and so the defense is anti-perfect. Not that the defense really matters that much either way, but Just seeing what they were. Yep, 2 to skill. The defense was 70 to a hundo, and what was it? Dexterity goes up to 20. It was like 15 to 20 or 10 to 20, something like that. Tomac only found 1 ethereal broken on purpose. Talking about a rib cracker. Yeah. The thing is, too, on single player, could I possibly ever use a Zod rune on an ethereal rib cracker? Like, that'd be a tough pill to swallow on single player. I don't think I could do that. Don't think I could do that. That'd be cool to use, though, online or something. Whirlwind rib cracker. Obviously, Fury Druid's like the one that's most noted for, but Zeal rib cracker. Paladin Zealer rib cracker. Man, be so sick. That cracking sound of a staff, like just slap, 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 slap. If it even makes that sound while it's sealing, I don't even know. Don't even know. Why not? TZ's done. I was not even paying attention. I didn't realize. I did not know. It's like 2:15 right now. It's like 15 minutes after. I'm still just running it because I'm like trying to read chat and just doing it over and over and over. This guy. How about that? No, I knew it was over. I knew it was over. I was just seeing if you guys would notice. Oh yeah, we're on players 3, aren't we? Kind of want to bump that up here. Dark Woods. Yeah, not the great area to farm with this. Max, welcome in. Wow, and Amara's right off the bat, allegedly. Everything's a great item until you identify it. Everything's a great item until you identify it. Oh. Is using a mod to increase monster density cheating? No, I don't really feel that anything is quote-unquote cheating on single player. Unless you're claiming to be playing a legit version of Diablo 2. And like if you're like, oh man, I completed a holy grail in 7 days. But you're using some mod, like you actually found all the items in some mod that has like triple the drop rates or quadruple 10x the drop rates, you know? But if you're just playing the game and you're just like, you know, not bragging to people and you're just like playing it and doing whatever, and that just, you know, who really cares anyways, you know? No big deal. Whatever you think's fun. You're only cheating yourself, says 99 Dust. There you go. I do feel that is kind of true though. I think one of the great things about Diablo 2 is that the items are so rare. And that's why, you know, that's why it's so cool to find them. If you find them all the time, then it wouldn't be exciting to find. Right? It's pretty much like the excitement of like getting a good deal on like a collectible. That's like one of the best things I can compare it to. Like yeah, the items aren't actually really worth anything, but they're worth something because they're so rare. Like a penny from 1831. Like, why is it worth so much? It's 1/16 of a penny worth of a cent worth of copper, but like it's worth so much because coins from that era that are in good condition are incredibly rare to find, right? The item itself would be pointless and no one would even care about it or like it if it was super common. And that's kind of like D2 items. If you make them more common, then they're not exciting, they're not cool to find, they're not cool to have. So yeah. Big pit map. Yeah, I didn't really try to I didn't try to roll to get a good map or anything, so I just kind of rocked with whatever I had, to be perfectly honest. It's not the best, but yeah. Cotton Man saying that the point of the game, have fun. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was getting at too. That it doesn't really matter what you do on single player. You're just having fun, you know, as long as you're not like lying about it or whatever. So, D2 items are the first NFTs. Well, kinda. Digital items that you'd sell for real money. Checks out. Checks out. Back in the day when you have to log into your dial-up internet to log on to eBay and like, what a Windforce is selling for $200. Man, I'm never gonna find one of these things. I always remember that number specifically. I don't remember exactly when it was or whatever, or you know, but I remember looking at YouTube and, or not YouTube, but eBay, and I was like, wait a second. The Windforces are these are sold on eBay for $200? You gotta be kidding me. I remember thinking that when I was like 12 or whatever it was. Logging in, you know. My professional dial-up internet sound. Exactly what it sounded like back in the day. Yeah, JSP first crypto. I've made that argument too, yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. Max says he bets no one ever had a double Zod drop on one monster pack. Nobody ever? Impossible to say, really, but I would say it's possible that that never happened with just see how uncommon. I don't know the statistical probability. Maybe if you took out bots, you could say it never happened. Maybe. But all the bots that used to run all the time, I bet you at some point it might have happened. Okay, not perfect, but wow. 315.18 for a completely legit found small charm. Melee wise, that's pretty good. 315.18. It's neat. It's cool. I like it. Not bad at all. Yeah. Wouldn't trade for like 50 burrs online or anything like that, but yeah, it's up there. Very usable. Worth a Molotov, Max says, is what okay, alright, yeah. A little something. Yeah, those things drop off so hugely, fastly, bigly. The I found a 2 2020 online. And I looked them up, and at the time it was like, oh, I don't remember, like a 3 2020 was going for like 50 burrs or something stupid. And then a 2 2020 was, they were trading for 2. So it must have just been whoever, like, they just, oh, well, I can't afford a full inventory of 3 2020s, so I'll trade for 220, you know, any 220s I can get, you know. Must have been stuff like that, but $99 Dust said he sold a Windforce on eBay for $200 in PC repair class in high school. Bought a sack of flour. Hella sodas. Nice. So he was that guy. The one I looked at on eBay was probably yours. Came out of nowhere slightly. What am I doing? What am I even doing here? Jeez, brain's checked out. Don't know where I'm going. Don't know what I'm doing. Three 2020s online are going for a kidney right now. Sounds about right. 17F said he's rocks 2019 torches. They go for a quarter of the price. Yeah, I'm the same way, but I'm even less than that. I usually rock like a 1717 or something like that. Because let's say whatever class it is, just hypothetically, and I know you already know, but yeah, if a 2020 torch for like a paladin goes for like, we'll say 10 burr runes, a 1717 will cost like like an ist. Maybe a little more than that. Maybe it costs like a Vex or an Ohm or something. And it's like, okay, sure, yeah. Because instead of just getting a 2020 torch, you know, you can get a 1717 torch, and you can get like a 38 res Heart of the Oak, and you can get like a, you know, just a bunch of stuff for the same price. Like a 4 or 5 Call to Arms, you can get yourself an Arachnids Mesh, you can get a Shaco, you can get all this stuff. Or you can get a 2020 torch. But yeah, that was just a price example. I don't know what exactly they go for, or like different classes are obviously different prices and stuff. But you get what I'm saying. Switch says you're paying way too much for your kidneys. Whoopsie. Yeah. Don't know the going rate on kidneys nowadays. Forgot. Can't remember. Thought I already came over here. I must have skipped it on accident. Whoopsie. Trip had 4 bots every day back when JSP first started. Nice. Yeah, a lot of bots back in the day. Whole lot of them. Heard something. Nope, no good. Just want to make sure. Heard something drop. Wasn't sure if it was going to be good or not. Only way to find good Viso helms for PKing. Well, yeah, the stuff's rare to find. Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to think about things I'm reading, and then I get lost. Probably shouldn't be doing that stuff, huh? Catacombs TZ Online. Yeah, I did know that, but I just don't want to do it. I kind of stopped going online to every time TZ Andy pops up. I don't like being owned by the Terror Zone, you know what I mean? Just a slave to TZs. Even the one that was TZ Andy when I hopped on right now, I didn't even know it was going to be TZ Andy. I just hopped online. I was like, yeah, we'll see what the Terror Zones are while I'm streaming today. And I was like, oh, well, okay. Sounds like Crip was a full-blown, he was one of the full-blown professional botters back in the day, huh? Yeah, I definitely knew they were around and stuff, but yeah, I didn't really... They were one of, like, the standard public open, like, bail bot games were, like, unavoidable, just because that was, like, the only bail games that there was, but I never really looked into trying to do that stuff personally. Underground Passage. I wonder if Underground Passage is all... I think those are all Undead and Demon in the Underground Passage, isn't it? It would be an interesting area to run, maybe. Only a little interesting. Degenerate said he tried to get a map hack back in the day, immediately banned. I did have one of those for a while. I had the R2D2 one and then the C3PO one, but I did get hit and got my account. I didn't get banned. I didn't get my CD key banned or anything, but my they just straight up like deleted my account. I logged in one day and like I went to play, and as soon as I logged in, I logged in, and then it immediately, as soon as I used it, I clicked the button to initiate it, and instantly the game like crashed and closed and my account was deleted. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I guess I'll stop using that now. Jacob asks on the Merc gear. So it's Azarath and Grief. So I don't know if it's necessarily the best possible gear that Merc could ever possibly wear, but works pretty good. The Azarath could definitely be something better, but I was thinking about maybe just throwing another Grief on there, especially for doing some of this stuff. The Azarath has a Sanctuary aura that knocks back undead, and it's really convenient for specifically Lord DeSace's group in the Chaos Sanctuary, so. Yeah, kind of liking it. It's pretty much just like the pits, but bigger, huh? It's pretty much just exactly the same as the pits, isn't it? The more I think about it. Yeah, Last Wish, though, on offline single player is a no-go. That's a no from me, dog. Doom on the FOHing. Yeah, I don't think I ever used Doom before, but I just kind of go with this because I have it. Oh, he's stuck on me. Because I have it, and it works okay, and just kind of call it a day. I don't think whatever the rune words are or whatever, I don't think there's going to be a massive difference anyways, but it's one of those situations where a lot of times, like for the Act 2 mercenary, you know, you're utilizing the auras to help you do more damage or survive. If you're sitting around waiting for your mercenary to kill stuff, you probably, unless you're doing some hyper specific merc only build for some hyper specific thing, you're probably not farming very efficiently if your merc's doing most of the killing for you, you know? Jerryman saying trying to get his solo self on Javazon geared. Yeah, gearing it solo self-found, I could see that being a little bit of a challenge with, because online you know, you find, my experience anyways, you kind of use Javazon and cows slamming for rune word bases, and then you trade those to get the gear that you need to like melt stuff even more ferociously than normal. But yeah, actually finding the Titans and the Griffins and stuff with a solo self on Javazon would be a tough ask. Not that you couldn't, but it's just not great at farming like act bosses that are good for finding uniques that really set your build off. Yeah, maybe I'll just do down here. It's pretty much the same as the pits, just slightly different, so why not? They're a little bit higher level, so I'll get more experience and I'll level up faster. Sacred Rondash. That's Alma Negra, right? Yeah, okay. Is that perfect? Perfect Alma Negra? Oh my gosh, how goated, right? 200 enhanced defense? Just double, I just want to see if it is real quick here. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. I never really looked into it, but oh, there's a lot of stuff that rolls. Oh, 210 got me good. 75, 75, 9. So no, it doesn't go to 200. It goes to 210 for some reason. Got me good. Solo self-found Sork can't get a vamp gaze for months, huh? Dang. Yeah, usually that's one you'd find, but yeah, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Burlesque, welcome in. Good afternoon. So you love your job is on, huh? Yeah, definitely pretty good. Just specifically solo self-found on that particular character just seems like a struggle bus in my opinion. You'd almost need to like blast Eldritch and Shank over and over again to like try to get lucky and find Titans or T-Gods and move on from there, huh? Pindle too, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot about that one, but yeah, tax cut. Very true story. You don't say. It's hard to get one specific piece of gear when you're looking for it on single player, yeah? This is very true. I can attest to that one. Yeah, sometimes even if it's not a super rare one, like the Shaco is one that people always are trying to get, right? Took me a long time to find that. Considering the rarity of it, I'm saying. Over, under, and finding Teal's Might today? I don't know, like minus 1,500. For the betting odds, I guess. I don't know about over under, like 0.5. 0.5 Teal's Might today, minus 1,500. Yeah, can't let the game hear you. True story. Blizzard programmed in that it hijacks the microphone on your computer. It hears what you're saying and listens to you, just like your cell phone does. But Blizzard did that back in 2000. I guess maybe when they redid D2R, I'm not sure, but not sure which way my joke's going. But you get what I'm saying. It's rigged. Could be. I can't prove that it's not rigged. And that's the thing. If you think something's rigged, you don't have to prove that it is. You just have to, you have to make sure the other person can't prove that it's not rigged. It's like Bigfoot. You don't have to prove it that Bigfoot exists. You just got to point out how the other person can't prove that Bigfoot doesn't not exist. Wait a second. Did I word that backwards? Not sure. Not sure. What I am sure of, though, is make sure YouTube hit the like button for me, alright? That's the main thing I'm sure of. NS. I'll probably do something with it, but I'm not gonna play for like 3 months, bunch of different builds with Tyrell's Might or something. But I'll probably do something with it. Probably something. Oh. Tooth Erdy. We'll go this way. A lovely gift to Charcy. No way. That floozy, she ain't getting my Tyrell's Might, that's for sure. Sasquatch, yo! Welcome in. Degenerate wants a Tyrell's Might buff. Yeah. I don't know. It's always hard for me changing the uniques around because after the whole Mosaic debacle, I lost a lot of trust. How can I trust them ever again? But yeah, I severely don't think they're going to change anything anyways, but... Philip Bitley, appreciate you. Yeah, I'm feeling, every day I feel a little bit better, but still not perfect. I just have this like cough. I do actually feel better now than even when I started streaming, to be honest. I had like a kind of a headache when I started, but it went away. So I forgot about it. Oop, gotta check that. Come on. Come on. Boo. Play Smulps. Players 3000 difficulty, not high enough. I know, right? Mosaic's trash. Death by Snoo. DMC, nice. I get the reference. I get the reference. There's worse ways to go. Philip, I didn't think about it any more than I did last stream, so not 100% sure. I'm either going to go with... If I decide I want to go with like a build I haven't started a ladder with before, I'm going to do Throw Barb. And if I'm going to go with a character that I know that I'll like on a ladder reset, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do in that case. Maybe another option. Maybe I'll do like a Wind Druid or something. Barbarian starts I just find kind of annoying, sorta. And they're not really good, like... They're not fun to, like, play with other people. because you spend time like item finding like monsters, and then if you're playing in games with other people, while you're item finding, other people are running ahead killing everything, so you're just like not doing. So I feel like if I start Barbarian, it almost like forces me to play in games by myself, which then kind of defeats the purpose of playing online. So I don't know. Windy with Doom, like the Hurricane Druid, the Max Hurricane. I probably wouldn't do that. I'd probably just do like a standard Windy, like Heart of the Oak Spirit type of situation. Not sure though. It's Phil. Psychonaut, welcome in. Deckard thinking about Shockwave to help out the peeps. Interesting. Okay. Just through the on the playthrough, just be spraying, stunning everything for people. Yeah, I mean, I could see that helping out. The bear rocking Shockwave with a what's it called? The Oak Sage. Bunch of life for everybody. Or wait, does Oak Sage work for your whole party? I really don't play a ton of Druid, so I kind of forget if that works for everybody, just like you and your stuff. Appreciate you, Psychonaut. Yeah, really, Druid's probably one of my least played characters. It's like one of my least favorite, I guess. It's kind of cool though. I've had fun the last few times using a Wind Druid, so. Didn't Shockwave Bear get nerfed? Kind of. Yeah, there was a bug where it would do double damage. It would essentially double hit or whatever. I think that was only for a PTR. So it's not necessarily got nerfed. It in the PTR it wasn't working the way they intended, and they got rid of it, I guess. So it was working a lot better, but he was just saying to use it for the playthrough, just to stun everything for everybody, not to like make a end game Shockwave Druid. Andy says do a classic ladder type build. Yeah, come out with a Blizzard Sorceress or something, or a Fireballer. Could do that. Lightning Trap Assassin or Lightning Fury Javazan. A Zealer. I started a Zealer one time back in the LOD days. Was not a huge fan. Meteor Orb. Yeah, it's a good, if you want to go dual spec thing like that, you can kind of do a little bit of everything, but not necessarily my cup of tea, going dual spec usually. I seen it. I heard it. All too strength of it. When's TZ Andy? Coming up any minute now. Pyro. So the Merc is just a Grief and an Azarath on the sword. Chammed Ariats and a Fortitude. So yeah, a little bit different. I don't usually use Act 5 Mercenaries, so not saying it's necessarily like the best possible thing you could possibly ever put on an Act 5 Merc, but I don't usually use it, so I decided to rock it. I usually only use it with Fist of the Heavens because the Act 2 doesn't really give you a ton of benefit with the auras. See, Jacob said he heard Meteor and Blizzard has whack aiming on the controller. I could see that. I don't know for sure because I don't play controller, but I could definitely see that being the case. Impossible. 36-18. It's interesting because it gets a double attack rating roll with the 18 to life. It's an interesting one right there. I don't know how high attack rating can roll with the double roll to get over the 20, because usually you get a 3-20-20 or something, get 20 attack rating, so it's a double roll with life or whatever. I don't know how high that can go. Obviously the 36 is the max says Crip. Appreciate you. So I mean, it's kind of good if you want more attack rating instead of the max damage or whatever. It's interesting. I'm not sure. I never really looked into that one. I don't know how that one even really rolls like that. It's interesting. Is the Countess in Hell always lightning resistant? No, the Countess is... Are you talking about immune to lightning? The Countess is usually, like, never immune to lightning. Like, I think maybe... Isn't she immune to cold and fire all the time? And then her minions are immune to cold all the time? I think she's never immune to lightning, which makes it super cool to run Novastork at the beginning of Letter. For that reason. Yeah, that's a pretty good charm, I suppose, for the attack rating. Smulp's talking about bad aiming for Blizzard and Meteor. Can confirm, no good. Grilla talking about a character I could use. Barbarian with no find item. I don't know about that. Sounds like a terrible idea. Legendary. It's not really super crazy cool. I'm trying to think of the name, which one of this is. Don't remember. Oh, Bone Shade. Okay. Yeah. I knew that. 7 to teeth. Let's go. That's how you know it's good. Teeth necro, anybody? Max teeth. Maybe that's what I'll do next ladder. Max teeth necro. Decker's saying that the auto aim for this build actually works pretty good on a controller, you say? Yeah, I guess I have heard that before. Obviously, once again, yeah, no personal experience, but I feel like I have heard that before. Boy, still, like, I honestly couldn't imagine playing Diablo 2 on controller. I know a lot of people say it works good for a lot of different builds, but could not imagine it. Ogriax, come on. 4 to mana after kill. That's pretty legit. Frenzy versus Whirlwind. Probably Whirlwind. Edrai. I would say Whirlwind. I don't really know a lot of people that rock Frenzy, to be honest. Whirlwind's just like one of the only that are actually melee that actually have some AoE, you know? Frenzy, you can swing quick, but you're still only hitting like 1, 1, 1, 1, even though you're swinging real fast, you know? If I had to say which one I thought was the best. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Jeweler's Vortex of deflecting. We'll get him next time. Nothing beats Lightning Fury for high density. Yeah, Lightning Fury's been sick for so long. Still good, still great. Just pains me the teleport frames on it pains me so much. I mean, being a Holy Grailer, it's definitely good at a lot of different places and stuff. Just not being able to teleport, woof. Just tough to swallow. Tax gets clicking on every monster gets tiring. Yeah, I mean, with Frenzy, you can get away with just holding the button down, to be honest. And it'll just automatically locks on to whatever monster you come across if you just hold down the Frenzy button nonstop. Yeah, not making any judgments on how much one should like the build or not. Someone just asked about which one I thought was better, Whirlwind or Frenzy, with like endgame perfect gear. Gold Zach, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, Invincible coming in with a raid. Thank you so much. Raided the other day, too. A few of them recently. Thank you so much for the raid. Invincible with 14, and welcome in, everybody. What's going on, you Slayer? Invincible Slayer. Ooh. Jacob saying, laid back on the couch with a controller does sound like it could be cool playing D2, but still tough to think about using a controller. Yeah, I suppose that is kind of true, I guess. Could always just plop the mouse and keyboard up on your stomach. Put a board across your stomach and sit the keyboard and mouse on it and just get a giant monitor. Yeah. Appreciate you, Invincible. Very kind of you. So you love the content and stuff. Appreciate you. Tech said he's gonna try the Frenzy Barb this season. Yeah, it's definitely not bad or nothing. Like, you can get the good gear. Get yourself some Griefs or a Grief Last Wish or other options as well. Death Grief, Breath of the Dying Grief, bunch of different things you could use, but definitely works reasonably well no matter what. What class do you think is better to solo self-bound? Is it good to play D2 on Switch? I don't play console. I don't know if that was directed towards somebody else, but I mean, honestly, probably the same thing. I kind of recommend, like, play through the game, but after you get through the game and start farming, I mean, solo self-found on Switch. See, I'm trying to think of how the aiming would work, but I mean, usually I don't know if it's that bad, but usually I just kind of recommend just going with, like, Blizzard off the bat, just classic, you know, because then you can do your Mephisto and Ariel stuff. But I don't know how tragic the aiming of Blizzard is on Switch, so maybe I can't give you the best advice. Uh, 17F saying Blizzard doesn't like very much, but maybe Orb. So you can control the direction. Blizzard's too hard because you can't control the distance of where it's going, I'm guessing. How's because I know teleporting's a little annoying on console. How's Nova on console? Because I know, like, Nova, you just got to get close, right? So I was thinking maybe that'd be fine. Smolp says Nova's great. Local console expert, so can't have inventory open to pick up an item. So you can only, like right now, boom, you would just, like with nothing open, you would just pick this item up with nothing around. And then you'd have to open... Oh, I thought this was my cube. I thought I changed it, but I didn't. Whatever the cube button is, I don't have it. But then you'd have to open your inventory and put it in after you pick it up. I don't know if that's really better or worse, because you could just, like, pick the item up and then... I don't even know what button I have to open the cube. I usually it's on this button, but it's not... It's to my character screen. Usually I override that, but... pick it up straight to your cube, like pick it up and then drop it in your cube. See, on PC you can't do that. You can't just like pick it up and then open your cube and put it in there. You gotta go like this. Why is the drop rate in D2R so bad? I don't think it's bad. I think the drop rates in D2R are exactly where they need to be. I mean, there's a reason this game came out in 2000 and then they remade it, and it was absolutely just massive when they remade it because it was so incredibly popular when it was a long time ago, and the remake was astronomically popular as well. The drop rates are exactly where they should be. Some people like the drop rates in Diablo 3 and Diablo 4, and some people, I guess, like the drop rates in Diablo 2. Different type of players. OG Dario, yo, welcome in. Gold saying if the drop rates are higher, people would lose interest. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what happens with D4, right? People get their characters completely maxed out. I haven't played the last season or two, so I will say I'm commenting from prior to that. But people would get their characters fully maxed out in like a week, and then it's like, okay, well, what? I guess I'll just stop playing. You know, that's what I did. Phil says he thinks it's more in LOD. No, the drop rates are this. Actually, the drop rates in D2R, if you count the fact that you can find more stuff in terror zones along with the busted interaction between TZ Andy and quest drops and that stuff and TZ Meth and whatever, you can actually find stuff faster in D2R than in LOD. So there's obviously going to be like anecdotal evidence, which you can't really necessarily go by. Like, let's say you got unlucky, but the actual like statistical odds and stuff, it's actually, with the adding in of terror zones, it's actually faster to find stuff nowadays. Albeit still, the drop rates are not super high or anything. Grilla says that's why so many people don't do terror zones. I actually haven't heard of a lot of people not doing terror zones, to be honest. I've heard some people comment like it's specifically like the Holy Grail kind of losing significance since TZ Andy. But I mean, I'm just like the unluckiest guy in the world, I guess, with Tyrell's Might. But yeah. D2R for 2 weeks now. Maybe it's Sugar Daddy from PDT. Oh, if you came from Project Diablo 2 to D2R, then yes, it's going to seem drastic. Very drastic change there, yeah. Yeah, D2R drop odds are, what is it? P1 is equal to players 5 difficulty drop rates, but that's also considering that P1 is the difficulty of players 1 difficulty. So players 1 monsters have 100% life, so, and then players 5 difficulty though has, well, it's 50% per level, so 50, 100, it's what, 200% more life? So you're going to be killing P1 at 3 times the speed, but getting the same drops as players 5 difficulty. So I could definitely see how coming from Project Diablo 2 would make it seem like D2R is just ridiculously low drop rates, right? That's like comparing Diablo 3 drop rates to Diablo 2, right? So yeah, that kind of makes sense. If yeah, a lot of PD2 enjoyers around though. A lot of PD2 enjoyers around the area. Not my cup of tea, but yeah, to each their own. I'm Bear. I'm a bear. Solid name. Hasn't seen Tyrell's Might or Zod. Hasn't seen either one. So I did get lucky enough to get a Zod a while back. Only 1 Zod in my entire life, and I play quite a bit. Tyrell's Might still hasn't found, of course, as you're well aware. Most people are anyways. Man, Tyrell's Might. I don't know what's even... The amount that I've played, I should have found one already, but... RNG. RNG. Oh. Rage Asylum says he's got Griff Nightwings, 5/5 Fire Facet, all today. Getting mixed signals. Don't know which element to go with, huh? Because you're getting a little bit of everything. Oopsie. Emil Berglund saying they increased the drop rates from the older patches. Yeah, I think I had heard. This is just I heard, but I think it was like when runes first came out, they were like, I don't know the number really, but like 5 times rarer than they are now, or something stupid like that, or not stupid, but something crazy like that. Or maybe even more, I don't even know. But they were, I did hear they were much more rare. Back in the day when runes used to be white. Remember when runes? Oh man, getting close. Remember when like high runes and stuff were white? All runes were white. Just craziness. I remember looking through cow games, like trying to see if there's a rune in the giant pile, you know. That was one reason why I remember having a loot filter, and I was like, this is just way better. The loot filter would change the runes to be orange, and then I remember I stopped playing for a while. I don't know if I uninstalled the game or I got a different computer, but I installed the game and then I went on and played, and then all of a sudden the runes were orange, and I was like, wait, I don't have the loot filter installed. I'm like, oh, Blizzard changed the runes to be orange? That's crazy. That's crazy. Sino says, I thought they were purple. Like, never when I played in, like, Diablo 2 were they purple. Not even the loot filters I had were they ever purple. The loot filter I had, the 2 or 3 different ones I had, they were always orange. Maybe they were purple at one time, actually, in like, C3PO or something. Maybe they were. Now you have me thinking. Well, whatever time I'm thinking of, I had a loot filter where they were orange, and then I got a new computer, or I don't know what exactly happened, and then I went on and I was like, oh, I didn't even know that they changed the runes to this color. Like, they actually changed it to orange. Because I just always used a loot filter before that. Like, for a long time, I mean. Worm Chad saying he thinks it was the map hack that made him purple. Yeah, it must have been, because now that it's obviously hard to remember things from 2 decades ago, I guess, like that, but it must have been one of the map hacks, whether it was R2D2 or C3PO, or if there was a different one that I had, depending on the time, but I kind of sort of barely remember him turning him purple now, but I definitely, one of them turned him orange too. I might have even had one where you could change everything to where it would change them to whatever color you wanted to, I guess. Oh, mouse pad. There you go. That's another one, Daniel. Yeah. There you go. Forgot that name. So, looking at the time here, I think I'm going to go ahead and call her a day on the stream. Got to go pick the kid up from school here pretty soon. And get dinner ready, all that good stuff. So, mega big, huge shout out to everybody supporting the channel today. As always, we got Wicked Ball coming in with a 17-month resub over on Twitch. Pathless with a $5 super chat. D2R Degenerate with a $2 super chat raced. 100 bits. Nievo with a fat, huge $20 super chat. Thanks for the generosity supporting the stream. The Avid 3 months membership. G-Stacks 44 months. G-Stacks. The main man, the main mod, G-Stacks 44 months of a legendary Slayership. Thank you so much. And we got a Twitch Prime sub from Concerned and the Invincible. Thank you for the raid as well, if you're still here, and anyone who came from the Invincible, thanks for the follows and stuff there. So appreciate y'all so much. Make sure you get out there, get slaying. Hopefully you get lucky and find some good stuff. Peace out, you absolute slayers.